Hey everybody, it's me, Orion Sent you. Welcome to today's video. Sorry I haven't had one in a while, but moving right along. This video was actually inspired by a comment by someone named Jester Nario, who asked the question, how I would run a game where everyone is PL5. And they went into some other details with that, but that got me thinking a lot about what kind of a campaign I would build for that. And I thought maybe I should share with you how I balance combat encounters since those are such a huge part of the game. So, with that said, let's jump right in. All right, so just to give credit where credit is due, the original source of this is someone by the name of Jackalope King from Atomic Think Tank. The link that's posted here doesn't currently work, but I will have the link to this page right here in the description. Now, this post is very well explained by someone named Witchslasher. Thank you to Witchslasher for the succinct explanation and the great memory. I'm not sure if I could recount all of this from memory if I didn't have it directly in front of me. So, the first thing whenever you're designing a combat encounter is you have to ask yourself, how dangerous do you want the combat to be for your players? This ranges from 0, no danger, to 6, complete overwhelming danger. As tempting as it is as a game master to want things to be extremely overwhelmingly dangerous and to feel like that intense and super challenging GM, I personally rate most of my combat encounters between a 4 serious danger where they're just as likely to win as they are to lose, and 3 significant danger. They're likely to win the fight, but it requires some smart play for them to get through without suffering any injuries. The reason why I stick at this is because at the end of the day, most of like your players are supposed to win the encounter. We never want to plan an encounter with our players' defeat as the goal. That's not good for anybody because you always have to remember the players are the main characters, and this is a power fantasy for a reason. So most my regular session bosses I keep at danger rank 3. The big mid-season bosses or the big finale bosses, I'll do a 4, maybe a 5. I would only go above 4 personally if there was going to be some sessions spent working on some new power, some buff, some piece of equipment, or something that would act as an equalizer in order to nullify one of the boss's big powers. If you have some lead up going into the big boss fight, that's at least 1 to 2 sessions of build up of players acquiring things to even the playing field, then you go above 4. If not, I feel that 4 is kind of the cap for the big end game boss fights. Next, you want to ask yourself what the challenge rank is. Now, the challenge rank is used for the next part of this calculation that's really ingenious, in which your challenge rank is equal to your danger rank multiplied by your number of party members. This is great if you have an unusual number of party members. I'm currently running a game with 3 party members, but one of them sometimes can't come, so I have to use this in order to calculate. So, if we were building, let's say, a PL5 encounter that was a big boss fight, so that's going to be a danger rank 4, and you had 4 party members. So, 4 party members, danger rank 4, that's 16 is your challenge rank. Well, then we have to decide how strong the encounter is. So, we go on to this next one, and we go down. Challenge rank 16 would go into the challenge rank 14 to 19 range, and the encounter is going to be your party's PL plus 4. This is what allows you to use this to calculate encounters that are at where your players are at. So if it was a PL5 campaign and you were doing challenge rank 16, that means you would do party's PL plus 4, which would be 9. So your big boss, if it was a single opponent, would be a PL9 boss. Now, there are easy ways to build that, but also if you want to have multiple characters, for instance, you could have a PL5 character and a PL4 character working together against the players. Now, these are not minions, these are full fledged characters that have their toughness checks that don't go down in one hit. Now, he does give an interesting suggestion here with using poker chips. I definitely suggest you to read this article. There's a lot of great stuff in here. What I'm giving you is very much an overview. You may be wondering what happens if you want minions. Well, that's where we go down to the minions section. And the question becomes, how strong are your minions? If it's party PL -1 to party PL, so if you were doing a PL5 campaign, PL5 minions would be 1 minion per 1 challenge rank. So, another way to build this encounter would be if it's challenge rank 16, so you want to take 2 challenge ranks off of that, brings it down to 14, so it's still party PL plus 4. So you've got that PL9 enemy, but you can fit up to 2 minions. The way this works allows for a lot of flexibility in building encounters. It allows me to build an encounter that's designed to be for 2 players, but I know I can add 2 to 4 minions to the encounter, and it brings the difficulty up if my 3rd player shows up. This is a very important thing. And why do minions do this? Because they add extra chances for the players to fail their skill checks. Every chance there is for team attacks, for critical failure, just the minion creates another point of failure. Now, your mileage may vary on this. I personally use this all the time, and I personally just about swear by it. Like I said, the link is going to be in the description, so try it out, read the article. There's a whole lot more stuff here. Um, for the person who was asking about building a PL5 campaign, you would, for your bosses, you would want a PL9 enemy with 1 to 2 minions or a PL8 enemy. And that could be something like a hero gone bad, a street level hero gone bad, or it can be um, maybe a mad scientist who's developed a bunch of minions and robots that are working for him. There's all kinds of things that you can do with that. I hope that this answered the question or at least gave you a starting off point for building your campaign. And I wish all of you the best building these great games. And always remember the motto: shoot for the stars, have wonderful adventures, live your dreams, and always, always, always stop to enjoy the memes. Remember, God loves each and every one of you, and so do I. Have a good night.